Hey guys, Jackdaw here, coming at you with a quick mod showcase. You're probably wondering what the heck you're witnessing within my Dragon Age footage. The answer is simply Wavebend's realistic first person mod. Wavebend, you've come to amaze me once again. Let me show y'all how this mod works, the effectiveness of this first person mod, and just some super shots of it being used. Now a few FYIs first. For this footage I am using the mouse and keyboard. The first person camera is quite clunky itself, however I am only adding to that because I normally use a controller for gathering footage, but for this mod you need to keybind a few controls, therefore using a controller would be quite redundant, so the footage may already be quite clunky because of the mod but also because of my fickle hands. And another FYI is that this mod so far is exclusively for the Frosty mod manager. It just released yesterday however, so I'm assuming that there may be future plans for this mod to be released for the DAI mod manager. But right now you'll need to download and use Frosty, which I understand can be quite a pain because I often use the DIA mod manager and it's way better, but that's all we've got for now. So onto this mod itself. To get it working, simply download the mod from the link down below using Frosty, and when all that is done, when loading Inquisition you need to go into the options, go into key bindings and scroll down towards the bottom and change this new setting that will appear called eye position. Bind this option to any key of your heart's desire. I simply just chose B, as you can see, because it's simple. Cool, now on to the fun part. Another feature within this mod, at least I think it's within this mod, I can't tell if it's within this mod or if it's within Frosty, I don't use Frosty that much, so I'm honestly not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's this mod. You get the ability to jump to any map within Inquisition. I feel that Wavebend added this feature for testing the mod, but honestly I'm not sure if this is a Frosty feature. I wasn't able to go back to my previous saves because of the patches not running, blah 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 blah, so I simply used this jumping to the map feature, and it worked like a charm for certain areas in Inquisition, just jumping to them and using this mod. So now that we've set the key bindings, let's jump in and show this mod off. As you can see, simply by pressing B, voila, the mod works like a charm. It's so stunning just to walk around in first person. I especially love the head bobbing for immersion purposes. So I have actually number locked the characters here so I can walk slower. When you walk normally, you get a bit of vertigo from the motion blur because your Inquisitor goes so fast. It's not too bad, but just number locking it and walking makes for nice, smoother visuals. And regarding combat, using this realistic camera mod, it's not really for those purposes. I mean, you can see that I am in combat right here and it's alright. But this mod's mainly for exploration and discovery. It's not really intended for combat. It does look really cool when you're an archer and you are shooting people in first person, but there are a lot of issues with the clipping and you can just tell it's not really meant for that. This mod also does not work in cinematics nor non-cinematic dialogue. It's just used for fun, for walking around Fadis and just having a blast seeing everything from the perspective of your Inquisitor. I would even use this mod instead of gathering free cams for future videos, honestly. I love the immersion of this, just seeing it from the Inquisitor's perspective and other characters. The only thing that knocks the immersion aspect is these crosshairs, which I do understand are necessary for navigation and just getting around the world and selecting enemies and selecting objects and opening doors. So I really do understand that point, but again, it would be cool if we could change the opacity of that, or we could just completely knock it off the UI, but I'm not one to complain. Now I'll just show you all a few shots of this mod in different locations just so you can see how overall it works. It's such a fun mod to use. It has a simple installation and setup, and it has all the immersion purposes that one could ask for. I've always loved the ability to switch between cameras in video games. Obviously it's iconic in the Elder Scrolls franchise, and then Rockstar have picked it up with GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, and just having the ability to do that is just grand. I love it. It changes up the perspective of the character, allowing you to actually feel more of a part of the world, picking up on things in more intense detail. And having a mod that can accomplish that for Dragon Age is spectacular. I definitely intend on keeping this mod for the long haul. It's just a case of switching out my Frosty and DAI mods, which I know I can convert together. It's just quite the hassle at the moment. But of course, the link of this mod is in the description down below, and all credit goes to Wavebend. The mod creator has done an absolutely astounding job job, and I greatly appreciate this mod and the timely nature that it's been uploaded. Just a grand job. Anyhow guys, tell me down below what you feel about this mod. How do you feel about seeing Fadus in first person? I feel like this should be a feature for Dragon Age 4, which I may talk about in the future, but having the ability to switch between third and first person is something that I really appreciate. It allows us to feel more attached to the world, seeing things in first person. That's the reason Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be in first person, because it's more immersive than having a camera that's so far back. You pick up on more things when it's in first person. You actually relate to the character more because you are the character. You're seeing what the character is seeing. You're not pulled away from the action. You're not pulled away to see the back of someone's head. So perhaps I'll do a video on it in the future, but I really do enjoy the idea of being in third and first person, and I feel like it could work for a future Dragon Age title. But alas, we've got plenty of time to speculate on Dragon Age 4, and for all that, you're already in the right place. But until the next one, for all your things BioWare, Dragon Age, Mass Effect and Anthem, you're already in the right place for all that jazz. I've been Jackdaw, and I should go. Whoa.